It is not easy to find a model on the electric bike market that successfully combines comfort, practicality, performance in accordance with European regulations, and the incredibly low price. That is exactly what the Duotts C29 Lite is trying to offer: an electric bike with a 250-watt motor, large battery and comfortable geometry, designed for everyday city riding and longer trips. Today you will find out how it performs on the road, what its actual range is, and whether it's worth choosing this particular model, so be sure to watch this Duotts C29 Lite video review. The bike comes in a large and very well protected cardboard box. Even when open it, you can see that Duotts paid attention to transport protection. The frame is additionally wrapped in protective foam. Sensitive parts such as handlebars and fenders are secured with numerous straps. In the package, along with the bike itself, you get pedals, a twist throttle, a 60-in-1 tool that will help you assemble the bike. We even got phone case holder, and of course a charger with the adequate EU adapter, a C29 Lite user manual, and finally this tire pump. Assembly is relatively simple. You need to install the handlebars, pedals, mudguard and front wheel, and most of the work involves removing this massive protection that covers the bike, which took us over half an hour. After checking the brakes and tire pressure, the bike is ready for the first kilometers. At the first glance, it's clear that this is not a sports e-bike, but a model intended for everyday riding and the longer city routes. The thin tires reveals that it's primarily designed for asphalt and pebble roads. At 27.8 kilograms, it's not light, but the weight is expected considering the large battery and the sturdy steel frame. Already at the first contact, the bike gives the impression of a quality workmanship. The construction is solid without creaking or twisting, and the weight distribution is very good. Visually, the C29 Lite looks modern and neat. The battery is nicely integrated into the frame, while the large wheels and the thin frame lines give the bike an elegant look. Steel mudguards effectively protect against water splashes, and the rear rack with a load capacity of about 25 kilograms is practical for bags and shopping. The geometry is adapted to riders 170 to 200 centimeters tall, and thanks to its long wheelbase, the bike is very stable and quiet when riding, while the wide handlebars provide good control. The seat is modernly designed and good for the start, although most people would prefer a less sporty profile than this one and reach for a softer, wider seat. On the left side of the handlebars is a multifunctional color LCD display, which is also the control unit for the electrical system. Thanks to this position, the rider can monitor display information with one hand and simultaneously control the bike's functions without taking their eyes off the road for a long time. One interesting thing about the screen is that the buttons are integrated into the housing itself, so the entire color unit looks compact and tidy. On the right side of the handlebars is Shimano 7-speed shift lever, while the mechanical disc brake lever are located on both sides of the handlebars. All controls are with easy reach, so control the bike is natural and very intuitive. The 250-watt motor with 43 Nm of torque may not sound impressive on the paper, but it has been specifically adapted to European regulations, meaning the bike is legal to ride without registration or additional permissions. Instead of the sudden acceleration, the C29 Lite offers a very smooth and natural riding feel. The assistance is engaged gradually without jerks, so the bike feels like it's simply giving the rider extra power in their leg. The motor is almost absolutely silent, even in the highest level of assistance. It's only produced a slightly hum that quickly disappears among the usual sounds of riding. It uses a speed sensor to assist pedaling, which means that the motor is activated as soon as you start pedaling and switches off shortly after you stop. There are 4 levels of assistance available, from economical city riding to maximum assistance up to legally limited 25 km per hour. The system is easy to use and will be especially suitable for beginners and anyone who wants a relaxed and predictable ride. A large role in the whole story is played by the lithium-ion battery with capacity of 36 watts and 13 amp-hour. The capacity itself says that this is not a small battery. It's designed so that the rider can safely complete everyday city duties and return home without having to charge after each ride. The battery is neatly integrated into the frame of the bike, which contributes to the more modern look and better weight distribution. At first glance, it's almost impossible to notice that it is an electric bike. You can remove the battery and charge it at your home or at the work, in the office, and you can charge it without removing the battery from the frame. Charging takes between 6 and 8 hours using the included 32 watt and 2 amp charger. That means that it is enough to connect the bike overnight, and in the morning it will be ready for a new ride. The manufacturer states a maximum range of up to 65 km with pedal assistance. Of course, such a figure always depends on the large number of factors: terrain, rider weight, tire pressure, frequency of stops, and the electric assistance level. The proven Shimano system with 1 front and 7 rear gears is responsible for power transmission. The gears are well spaced enough for the rider to easily find the appropriate ratio for flat terrains, easy climbs, or slightly faster downhill riding. We especially like the fact that electronic motor and Shimano transmission complement each other perfectly, which significantly reduces leg fatigue, especially for people who travel longer distances every day. The Duotts C29 Lite uses a steel shock absorber fork with 85 mm of travel, intended primarily for city riding. On smaller bumps, curbs, and cracked asphalt, it successfully absorbs vibrations, so the hands are less stressed and the handlebars quieter. The large 27.5-inch wheels offer good balance between agility and stability, while the narrow road tires have low rolling resistance. Thanks to this, the bike maintains speed more easily, uses less energy, and achieves a better battery range. On asphalt, it feels lively and easily passes even small holes, but on the gravel it feels like it's not intended for demanding terrain. 160mm mechanical disc brakes on both wheels are responsible for braking. Although they are not hydraulic, they are easy to maintain and provide enough safety for the city speeds of up to 25 km per hour. The levers require a bit more pressure, but braking is predictable and easy to get used to quickly. One of the practical advantages of this model is certainly the factory-installed lighting. The front LED light is bright enough for riding in the evening hours through the city streets, while the rear light with the additional brake light further increases safety by clearly indicating the position of the bike to other road users. The big advantage of integrated lighting is that the user no longer has to think about additional flashlights that we often forget to charge or take off the bike. After extensive testing, it's clear that the Duotts C29 Lite was not developed to be the fastest or more powerful electric bike, but to provide a comfortable, safe and reliable everyday city experience. It's ideal for commuting, shopping, city riding or recreational trips, and stands out with its comfortable geometry, good battery range and easy handling. All its components are perfectly matched: a quiet 250-watt motor, Shimano transmission, large wheels, suspension fork and reliable disc brakes together create a bike that inspires confidence and leaves the impression of longevity with the regular maintenance. So if you're looking for electric bike for everyday use and want something with comfort and practicality at a really low price, the Duotts C29 Lite definitely deserves a recommendation. It may not satisfy fans of extreme performance, but it will offer most users exactly what they need. If this model has interested you, links for more information and to check the current price are in the description below this video, but hurry up because quantities are limited. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel and see you in the next review soon. Bye.